Top of the morning to everyone. This is part 2 of cleaning the Kenmore 70 series washer. It's important at this stage to be wearing white because you have, or something you can throw away at the end of the story because there's bleach involved. I tried to do this the way without bleach a whole lot of ways naturally, and we don't know whether that worked, but when I've taken apart the whole washer, there is more in there. The bad news about having taken apart the washer is there was not so much gunk in there that, and you saw this in part 1, there wasn't a whole lot in there. The good news to that is it's not much to clean, but the bad news is that that lends to thinking that maybe there's a different issue with the washer if it's still not getting stuff clean. So we did try it. I intended to leave a full bleach water tub for 24 hours. After 6 hours, it looked kind of dirty and sort of dusty. After 24, kind of looked like that, but a little bit cleaner. And then after this second day, because my hand was not working well enough to lug water out of it yesterday, it actually looks clean again. So I'm guessing that's just because bleach kills stuff, so it would have kind of dissolved some of that stuff. But I'll show you where we're at. I got you on a roller here, which is way easier. But I still only have one hand to work with, by and large, thanks to the neurologist who cares not at all about human beings. May bad things happen to her naturally. Okay, so I don't know if I can do anything about that light. Let's see if I can. Okay, I could turn it off. We could try that, but I'll have to turn it back on in a minute when I'm showing you inside the washer. So what we've got, this is the agitator. This is the agitator cover. The actual agitator is a piece built into the bowl, or the drum, I guess they call it. This is the cover of the agitator. This is what I couldn't get off, but naturally came off for me when I started dumping hot soapy water into it, because it came up once the other pieces that go on top of this were no longer holding it down. So I'm going to put that back in here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. The bad news is that when last I left you in part 1, you saw I had the drum full of water. It was going to soak. I thought that because the agitator cover was on and there's nothing mechanically wrong with the machine, that it would turn back on when I was ready. I was wrong about that. It did not do that, because this one was kind of floating around. And I guess even though this is not a digital machine, there was some kind of catch to that to probably keep the machine safe. So here we go. That's what it looks like right now. And you can see there's what looks like a little bit of gunk down there. I'm finding that does not seem to be gunk. Some of that is just is grease that you don't really want to wipe off because you need a little bit of grease in there. And it's very water resistant, so I don't think that's what's getting on my clothes. And the other bit, I'm not totally sure what the other bit is, but until I can't really touch it because it's got bleach water on it. And if I don't want to, I've had to take all the water out by hand with my trusty OxyClean bucket and my biggest kettle that I put onto this rolling cart and would roll over to the sink and dump it out and so forth. So it's taken a while to do that. I definitely couldn't do it yesterday. Today I have some hemp THC that's allowed where I am, and so I'm about 12 hours into having had that, and that helps with the pain level. And actually it tends to stop the pain cycle after a while. So I'm hoping it does that this time. I'm kind of new to it, but I still can't be using this hand. So, which is, exceedingly inconvenient in every possible way. What I'm going to do now is just try something. We're going to try it together. Let's see. Okay. What I'm going to do is see if I can turn this on now. Yesterday, I could not turn it on when the drum was full, but now there's nothing in the drum, basically. There's a little tiny bit left. So let me try it. Okay, it still does not come on. I'm going to go ahead and put it back together and then see if it will come back on then. And, you know, I'm not doing this in a fancier, cleaner way because this is the way that we would all have to actually do it, right? So I'm going to, I just put that on and it goes back down in there pretty easy. And next I'm going to put on this piece, okay? And I haven't done this before, so I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to try it this way first. Actually, no, I'm going to try it this way first with this lip on the top, because in here is actually narrower, and I think that's the right way to do it. So this is the part I'm putting on the bottom, those little ridges. And again, I'm just going to kind of, it just goes right on top of there. But note, this almost sneaked past me, but when you are cleaning, there will be something in here, and it is not a gasket. It is just dirt. So do take that out. The way that I got that out was just with a little paring knife. Just go, you know, not on the sharp side, but, you know, put the force toward the non-sharp side so that you don't damage any of the piece. Okay, so that just goes right on there. There's no fitting to it that you have to do. And again, we're, you know, a little, even if I had a cell phone and could, you know, put it over the machine right now for you to see, I still don't have enough hands to really do that. So we're not really losing anything, I suppose. Next, I'm going to try this piece, and let's see if that will go in. Or no, actually, hang on. No, I'm not. Now I see where this goes. And I know that this bolt, even though it's not going to screw into anything, it's going to hop into this. And you just got to kind of get it to where it can come through the hole, which is a little bit challenging, really, but let's see if we can do it. Maybe. This is weirdly difficult. It's not hard to get it out, and getting it out is the important thing, really. So getting it back in is a little less mission critical. So now we're going to put this in where the little spot goes for the bolt. It's still taking a little bit of work to get in there. I think I'll try it the other way. I think I'm going to try just putting this in there first. I can always take it out. It's pretty easy to take out if I need to. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Now I'm going to try to drop this in. Let's see how that goes. And you may, you know, if you have little pliers or kind of needle nose pliers would be good here. Little tweezers to kind of guide it in there. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with it. Okay. I'm gonna try it this way, pushing down onto the bolt. Let's try it that way. Yeah, that worked. That worked better, I think. And it's not totally in there, but I don't think that it has to be. I'm not totally clear on that. We'll just have to try it. That's why we do this together. Okay. Then we have, is it this one? Oh, wait, maybe, okay, I think I did it wrong. Let's see, I'd rather do this on camera because to me, when I'm looking at videos, I would rather see somebody make the mistake on camera than say, you know, this is how I did it. And this is again a little bit dirty, but I can't quite get all in there. Okay, so I'm going to do this. These all nest into one another. Okay, and there's your bolt. And then you're going to put that down in there. And this, because this has grooves, that's what these grooves are for. There's a little spot to fit them in. Okay. So try that. There we go. Okay, that goes much better. So I'm going to show you what we've got. So you can see where we're at. Okay, this is what it looks like now. Okay. So you can see the thing with the little windmill looking things, the little pinwheel has the plastic bit in it, and that has the bolt in it, and they're all kind of nested in there. So now let's try the next bit. And these have all been rinsed, and so they're safe for me to touch. They were all washed in hot soapy water with Dawn, and then and you know, toothbrushed and stuff. If you have toothpicks, those will be good with this kind of work too. I didn't have any toothpicks. I think this part goes next because when it comes right down to it, there's only a couple of options left. So we have, these are our options. We know we're not going to use this option, right? Because that's for the bleach. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second because I have some notes on that for you. It was harder than I expected. But these are the rest of our pieces, okay? So this one has a little gasket in it. See the black part? And then this one is, I think for, I don't know, whoever uses this kind of thing. I've never used this. I just dump the detergent into the drum. But this fits into here, okay? So that, I'm going to, that goes, yeah, I did that wrong. Okay, so this goes, this will be on the very top, right? This will be the funnel to go into the parts that we've already put in, right? So that your only little hole is down at the very bottom here. And then this is actually what holds everything on there kind of tightly. And this is really the element that was not included in any of the other YouTube videos. And so I want to make sure to make a point here of that for those of you who would be stumped along with me. So there's these little, see if you can see them here. You can see there's these little kind of teeth. They kind of jut out a little bit. And you got one here. So you got one each here. And you basically want to undo it. And let me make sure I'm going to do this right. What it's going to end up being is this pointy bit of the funnel is going to go into here where you've got kind of some teeth for it to kind of nestle. And just so that I've got better leverage, especially since my hand is not good today, you squeeze that on. There's no latch to it or anything, but it does fit snug in there. And then you're going to try to find the little spots. There's two openings. I'll show you where the openings are. Again, this is really important for the Kenmore series, 70 series in particular. And this was the whole reason I couldn't figure it out because it's not on YouTube anywhere that I could find. So let me show you to make sure that you don't have the same problem. So you can see here, in a second, see if I can figure it out here, how to do it. Right here.